Tyler Brumman alongside Annie Keister here in Fort Wayne. Vice President Mike Pence spoke just behind us earlier today.
We talked about a lot of issues you're going to want to know about. We'll let you know the details in moments.
Plus, the first drug to treat the coronavirus was approved by the FDA. We have those details coming up.
We're tracking those showers and thunderstorms coming into our area. We're also tracking a major cool down. I have all those details coming up.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Vice President Mike Pence is in the Hoosier State tonight. Good evening, I'm Zach Jones.
And I'm Brittany Dobbins. Pence spoke in Fort Wayne today. NewsLink Indiana's Tyler Brumman and Annie Keister were at the rally and have a recap from the Fort Wayne Aero Center.
Yeah, hey there. If you look just behind us, you can see all these seats are empty, but it was a much different story earlier as the vice president was out here speaking to hundreds of supporters. And Annie, he touched on a variety of topics today.
And not the least of which, Amy Coney Barrett. Barrett will be voted on Monday by the Senate. President Donald Trump having appointed more than 230 federal judges as president. Pence claims Biden, quote, won't take a stance on whether he and Kamala Harris will pack the court or not if elected.
And Joe Biden's been all over the map on this. First he said he wasn't going to answer it. Then he said he was going to answer it after Judge Barrett was confirmed next week. And now he just told a television interview that he's going to answer the question after the election. He called it a live ball. Well, come on, man.
Of course, Annie, that was something that Pence spent a lot of time today talking about. Something else that he talked about for a brief moment was the Black Lives Matter movement. Of course, we saw those protests over the summer, some of them turning violent at times. The vice president saying today that it shouldn't be a choice between supporting people who are black or the police. Take a look.
We don't have to choose between supporting law enforcement and supporting our African American neighbors and families and other minorities and families in our major cities. We've done both for the last 3.5 years, and we'll keep doing both for 4 more years.
Those comments raising a huge applause here from the crowd that was here today. But again, that wasn't the only thing that was talked about. Something that we heard the vice president talk about periodically all throughout the rally here today was the COVID-19 pandemic. We've been dealing with it since March. He, once again, kind of like President Trump, he was saying that it was China's fault, but he did say that he believes the country needs to be reopened.
Now, we have a ways to go, and we all have a role to play, but I promise you, every step of the way, we're going to keep making sure that our doctors and nurses in hospitals have the supplies and the medicines and the resources to give any Hoosier that's impacted by this pandemic the level of care that we'd want a member of our family to have.
And obviously, coronavirus, a huge point of emphasis here today. But Annie, I think from watching today's rally, the biggest point of emphasis, the biggest thing talked about was getting out there and voting.
Right. Pence did mention, no matter who you're voting for, and if you are Republican, you don't just need to vote for President Donald Trump or Vice President Mike Pence, but go out and vote for Holcomb or any other Republican, but just to go out and vote. And I did speak with an attendee earlier this afternoon, and I asked him, what are your most important values if Vice President Pence were to be reelected?
Yeah, let's take a look.
So I think my top priority for me as a Christian would be first and foremost the right to life. Just seeing him continue to support that. Right on top of that too is just securing our borders. We got to protect our borders, our sovereignty as a nation. And so I really appreciate the border wall. So getting tracked down on those 2 issues would be huge for me.
And Annie, those guys that you talked to there, they are Fort Wayne locals. Someone who I actually caught up with today is someone that people around campus may know, a member of SGA, Dylan Lewandowski. I kind of asked him why he was out here today and why he supports President Donald Trump. Take a listen.
I'm here to show my support for our sitting president, the greatest president of my lifetime, the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump, because I believe that with his reelection, we will be better off as Ball State University, as the state of Indiana, and as the United States of America.
Lewandowski telling me also that he encourages all students at Ball State to get out and vote. Annie, this happening right before Election Day. In fact, we've got 12 days left, so the push kind of continues here.
And like I mentioned before, a lot of hot button issues, not uncommon to see this close to an election, but like you said, 12 days away, and he's possibly just trying to put a cap on some of those undecided voters.
And of course, NewsLink Indiana, we are your election headquarters. We will have complete coverage for you the rest of the night here tonight, tomorrow on midday, and every day leading up until Election Day. We've got coverage on election night as well. But for now, though, we're going to go and send it back to you guys there in the studio with Annie Keister in Fort Wayne. I'm Tyler Brumman.
Tyler, Annie, thank you. Now, if you would like to hear everything Pence had to say today, you can watch the rally on our Facebook page.
And here is a live look of the final presidential debate happening right now in Nashville. Nadia Romero explains how tonight's face-off will be different from the last debate.
Former Vice President Joe Biden and President Donald Trump meeting on stage for the first time since this chaotic scene in Cleveland.
That gives you socialized.
President Trump, you both had 2 minutes, sir.
Looking to avoid a repeat, the Commission on Presidential Debates now says they will mute each candidate's mic, allowing their opponent 2 uninterrupted minutes for each of the 6 key issues on the docket.
We think that this decision is in the best interest of the people of the United States.
As for how the president will respond,
the topics themselves, I'd say he's going to answer those topics, but he's also going to, frankly, answer the questions he wants to.
And in a preview of what issues could be front and center, President Trump was asked about a potential second term in an interview with 60 Minutes.
The priority now is to get back to normal, get back to where we were, to have the economy rage and be great with jobs and everybody be happy. And that's where we're going.
Biden, meanwhile, could be asked about potential court expansion in the wake of the rush to fill the Supreme Court vacancy of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
If elected, what I will do is I'll put together a national commission, and I will ask them to, over 180 days, come back to me with recommendations as to how to reform the court system.
The debate will play out over 90 minutes, moderated by NBC's Kristen Welker.
The Senate Judiciary Committee pushed the Supreme Court nomination forward for Judge Amy Coney Barrett today. The vote was 12-0 because the 10 Democratic senators on the panel boycotted the vote. Instead, their seats were filled with pictures of people who rely on the Affordable Care Act, something many fear Barrett will overturn. Democrats have opposed this faster than normal, saying Republicans are rushing. Barrett's confirmation will give Republicans a 6-3 conservative majority in the Supreme Court.
NewsLink Indiana is your election headquarters. Join us on Election Night, Tuesday, November 3rd, for a special 1-hour edition of NewsLink Indiana from 9 to 10. We've got live coverage across Delaware County of local, state, and national races. We'll also have in-studio analysis. Again, tune in Tuesday, November 3rd on Cardinal Vision or the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
Now, it was a beautiful day outside today, but is it too good to be true? What do you think, Ryan?
Well, actually, it is a little bit too good to be true. But you know what also is a little bit too good to be true? Those temperatures. We hit 82 degrees today, which is 1 degree off our record high of 83 back in 1963. I'll get more into that in our full forecast in just a bit. But first of all, I want to tell you, these temperatures are still pretty warm. 71 degrees in Indianapolis and 72 degrees in Muncie. We also are tracking these temperatures tonight. They still relatively warm. We're going to stay into the mid to upper 60s as we go through the nighttime hour. Now coming up, we're going to talk about those rain chances tomorrow. We also going to talk about those cooler temperatures with 40-degree highs next week. And we also going to discuss those rain chances. I have all those details coming up.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Earlier today, a judge dropped the lesser murder charge against the former Minneapolis officer accused in the death of George Floyd. While the charge of third-degree murder was dropped against Derek Chauvin, the higher charges of second-degree unintentional murder and second-degree manslaughter were upheld. The judge also upheld the charges of aiding and abetting against the other 3 former officers charged in the case. In response to the judge's decision, Minnesota's governor has activated the state's National Guard to keep things calm.
In your coronavirus headlines tonight, remdesivir is now the first drug in the U.S. to be FDA approved for treating coronavirus infections. Gilead Sciences, the company behind the drug, made the announcement today. Until now, remdesivir has only been given to hospitalized patients under emergency use authorization. A U.S. study shows that it did shorten recovery time by a third for some patients. Gilead Sciences says its drug should only be given in a healthcare setting.
Now to Ball State's COVID cases. 18 students and 1 employee were tested for COVID-19 in the past 24 hours through the partnership with IU Health. In the past 24 hours, though, 1 student and 1 employee tested positive. There was also 3 positive student tests reported through other sources. That brings the total number of active cases on campus to 46. Also, Indiana set a new single-day record with 2,880 new COVID cases and 42 deaths.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention is now saying COVID-19 can be passed through brief interactions with others. The CDC previously defined close contact as 15 minutes of continuous exposure to someone infected with COVID-19. The agency's director, Robert Redfield, says the change is based on data that wasn't available 4 months ago. This definition was updated after the CDC got a report of a corrections officer was infected after several brief interactions with COVID-positive inmates. None of these interactions lasted 15 minutes, but added up over time.
Now, Muncie will be getting a new candy store before Halloween. We'll tell you what makes this a sweet addition.
And there's a new resource for the Muncie community, what it is next.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. Every state across the nation has a safe haven law. Although it doesn't prevent all infants from being surrendered, it is a way to keep them from being abandoned. NewsLink Indiana's Lily Cedardahl shows us how Muncie is getting involved.
Safe Haven Baby Box is an opportunity for women who aren't in a position to care for a child. This way they can turn over the infants to first responders discreetly. Indiana's Safe Haven law allows mothers to surrender infants within 30 days of birth. According to Muncie Sergeant Chris Swanson, he believes there is a huge need for baby boxes in Muncie.
We're the 50th box to be installed in Indiana, so we probably should have been higher up on that list, I feel like.
The Muncie Safe Haven Baby Box is located at Fire Station 1 and with intentional reasoning. The drop-off is in the heart of downtown Muncie by the MITS bus routes, as well as across the street from the women's shelter.
We wanted a location that was able to be utilized by Ball State students and then also be utilized by the community as well.
Muncie's Safe Haven Baby Box is still in the testing phase and will get the blessing November 7th. For more information, you can go to ballstatedaily.com.
A unique candy store is opening in Muncie. NewsLink Indiana's Logan Salzburner spoke to the store owners about their decision to open one of Indiana's only freeze-dried candy stores.
A unique candy shop is opening in the south side of Muncie just in time for Halloween. Store owners Tiffany and Shannon Turner are opening Fresh Market Treats, one of Indiana's only local freeze-dried candy stores.
So I've lived here in Muncie in the same zip code my whole life, and Shannon got this idea to start a freeze-drying business, and so I support my husband, and we just like to do things together. So we decided during the quarantine and pandemic to start a business.
The pandemic pushed Turner's plans back by 9 months, but she says the opening may be coming at just the right time.
It has really delayed the opening, but I think people are looking for something fun, and they're looking for, you know, something to take their mind off of everything that's going on. So I think it'll be it's a good time to open a business like this.
Along with dog treats, customers can try freeze-dried sour Skittles, saltwater taffy, and more. Fresh Market Treats opens on Saturday, October 24th. In Muncie, Logan Salzbrenner, NewsLink, Indiana.
Now, if you cannot make it to the store in person, you can also order online at freshmarkettreats.com.
Excuse me, but like she said in the package, this is perfect timing for Halloween.
Oh yeah, it's not really feeling like it, but Ryan, what can we expect?
Well, right now, a cold front is coming to our area. It's going to bring those temperatures right back to reality. I have all those full details coming up.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother,
Yes.
you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back, everybody. This is weather forecaster Ryan Krupp, and I'm going to tell you, I hope you enjoy summer because we sure felt the summer temperatures today. We hit 82 degrees today. I was 1 degree off our record high of 83 back in 1963. As you take a look at these temperatures right now, we are sitting at 71 degrees in Indianapolis, 72 degrees in Muncie, and we are still sitting at 71 degrees right now in Evansville. And we also seen those warm temperatures from this time yesterday. Look at it, 12 degrees warmer in Indianapolis than this time yesterday. Muncie is currently sitting at 11 degrees warmer than at this time yesterday. So it's still pretty warm out there. We're not going to see that last very long. I'm going to show you on this radar the precipitation is going to be coming up. You see nothing's going on in our area right now, but take a look at this cold front is going to get ready to come through our area tomorrow. Look at these embedded showers of thunderstorms that's pounding the Wisconsin and Iowa area right now. We even see some snow up here. Snow, yes, the white stuff in our area right now. It's not going to hit our area, but we are going to see the major chill in our area as we go through tomorrow and to Saturday as well. A precision cast right here is showing us that right now we got these clouds in the area, but take a look at tomorrow morning. This is where the showers and thunderstorms are going to really pop up in our area, and then it's going to become even more embedded as we go through the afternoon hours and into the evening hours as that cold front approaches our area and really makes an impact on our temperatures. Now, also, we're going to be tracking, we're not going to be tracking too much in the way of anything else after that as we go through the course of the weekend, but those temperatures are going to be something we're going to have to watch for as we go through. But for tonight, we're going to see those temperatures hang around the mid to upper 60s as we go through. So it's not going to cool down as much tonight it's not going to cool down as much tonight. We are going to see those clear skies tonight. As you can see, the temperature is 65 degrees, south winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Us also for tomorrow morning, we're going to see that at 9 o'clock, we're going to see those showers linger in our area, but we're going to see those showers really intensify at 12 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. as we're going to see heavy showers of thunderstorms at 73 to 70 degree temperature at that time tomorrow. For this weekend, we're going to see on Saturday 53 degrees, much cooler temperatures than you see you're going to see for tomorrow. And you're going to see it's not going to be much better for Sunday at 52 degrees, and winds going to be out of the northeast at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. I was telling you about those 40-degree temperatures a little bit earlier. Well, take a look at this. Enjoy the 77 degrees because you might not see that for a while. But look at this, 50s. Take a look at Tuesday, 47 degrees. Yes, 47 degrees is going to be our high. And I can't imagine how much that's going to affect us as summer lovers, because I know I'm not going to like this very much as we go through next week, seeing those temperatures really drop off. But we do have some rain chances coming into our area, and that's something that is pretty good news as you see as we go through next week. I know we really could use that rain, but also we could really use the cool air, because I know it's Halloween. Those trick-or-treaters really love that. Seeing those temperatures.
All right, well, thank you, Ryan. Ball State Esports taking on Miami tonight. We'll have the latest on the results next in sports.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. When I think of kids going to school hungry, hunger, homelessness, in this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up-to-the-minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
It is not funny.
What on earth is happening there?
I feel sorry for the little guy.
I've got my socks on. Annie with her curly hair, which is actually never curly. Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Going to state. Vincent Moderano has more with the story.
Delta High School has a historically great tennis program filled with singles and doubles teams that made marks in school history. The doubles team of senior Brandon Jackson and junior Walker Boyle look to continue the trend.
Yeah, that's definitely the goal is make it there this year, get even better next year, and
with a coach who has been with the two since day one, looking to lead them to the promised land.
I've coached Brandon since he was tiny, and Walker was in my camps for a long time as well when he was younger, so I've probably coached both of them in one way or another for more than 10 years.
After a long, hard week of practicing here on the Delta courts, the two both know that it's going to be a grind this weekend for the state tournament, but they're looking to make something happen, being their last game with each other.
It feels really good. We've worked really hard all season for it, so it feels like a really big accomplishment because I've
and made it to state, and that's kind of my goal this year.
Coach Cleveland believes that this team has a lot of potential. They are different than any team he's had before.
As far as what separates them a little bit from their doubles, from some of our other doubles players, I'd say their ability to have overhead range that's limitless. Yeah. When the ball goes up, they get after it. So.
The duo of Jackson and Boyle will look to compete in the state matches tomorrow at North Central Complex in Indianapolis.
It will be taking place tomorrow. The Ball State esports team faced Miami University in their tournament today. The two teams competed against one another by playing Rocket League. Rocket League is an automobile soccer game, and today there were two of them. In the first, Miami won 5-1, and in the second round, they won 2-3, taking the dub for this tournament. On Saturday and Sunday, Cardinal Esports will be playing the game Valorant. Valorant is a battle game with a 5-on-5 matchup in a 1-13 series. This will be a full-on tournament series that you can find on Twitch TV. Moving now from Muncie to Yorktown's nationally ranked volleyball team. The Yorktown Tigers are no stranger to success, holding a perfect record of 25-0. Fresh off a sectional championship, the Tigers are currently ranked #1 in both the state and the nation. Their winning ways have come with an abundance of leadership from the team's seniors. This coming after the COVID-19 pandemic shutting down the country, and the seniors taking time to keep the team together. And these acts of kindness, nothing shy of pleasing to Coach Bloom.
And them reaching out to me, hey, can you give us some workouts for this week? To dropping gifts off as a surprise. It makes me super emotional as their coach because their leadership has just really been second to none.
And that'll do it for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
All right, thank you, Madison. Visiting Santa just got a little bit easier. We'll tell you how after the break.
And we'll take a final look at your weekend weather. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Santa is making virtual visits ahead of Christmas.
The website chitchatwithsanta.com allows families to schedule a call with Santa. It serves as an alternative to face-to-face sit-downs.
Families join in online with Old St. Nick and share their holiday cheer and wishes. The calls are only $28 and last 6 to 10 minutes.
That's so exciting. I would have loved that as a kid, but, I do love the fall weather, and I hope that's coming soon. Ryan, what can you tell us?
Yes, fall-like temperatures are coming into our area next week. I hope you bundle up, and we also have those rain chances coming up as well.
All right, that's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.